Hey guys, it's Coach Yana, and today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me while I tell you 5 ways that I use Dress to Impress to build confidence in children. Alrighty, so I have my notes here so that I don't get messed up, and for some reason I cannot find my eyebrow pencil, but it is what it is. So the first way that I use the Roblox game Dress to Impress to build confidence in children is because it's that connection piece. When you are playing and when we are playing these video games with these children, we are like entering their world. And so what I've discovered is when I am playing the games with the children, it's like the fastest way for me to build actual connection with them. I'm using an alcohol pad to start on a fresh face. Now, this is what I do. This doesn't have to be what you do, okay? But anyway, I get to like build a real connection with them. And again, I've just discovered that playing the game allows me to get access into their world much quicker and allows me most of all to build trust fast. This is strong. But when you're able to build trust with the young people quickly, they believe what you're saying. So now I can say, oh my gosh, you're so smart, you're so this, you're so that. And they will believe me because we have a connection. They will trust me a lot faster. And when you trust someone, what they say to you, it's like more valuable to you. It makes more sense and it feels more, you feel it more deep than if like a stranger says something to you. So the first thing that Dress to Impress does is it allows me to build trust with the students super quickly, which creates that connection piece so that they trust what I'm saying to them. They trust me as a person and they trust that they are safe while we're having our gaming clubs. Now I'm going to put some castor oil to replenish the moisture. Alrighty, I have my notes so I stay on topic because I am a chatterbox. Also, I am trying to do the whole DIY thing and I accidentally shaved off, I shaved off my eyebrows. Ah! Thank goodness for makeup, but granted, I don't know where my eyebrow pin, where my eyebrow thing is, so it's gonna be a little bit more tricky today, but that is okay. Taking the castor oil off of my eyebrow. I have this little, where is it? This thing, it's like, it allows me to put like fake eyebrow hair. So I'm gonna do that, but I typically like to start with the pencil base and then work my way out, but I don't know where I put my eyebrow pencil. I literally used it yesterday. That's what I get for not putting stuff back. Anyway, let's just keep going back to the video. All right, so number 2, I am not naturally very good at video games because I didn't grow up as a gamer kid myself. I'm great at creating safe spaces. So the second part of building confidence in the children is I learn from them. They're even in my my Minecraft gaming club or my, what's that other one? Animal Hospital, which is Animal Hospital and Hypershot. Sometimes the kids will laugh at me, especially in Dress to Impress, and they'll be like, Coach Yana, how don't you know how to do X, Y, and Z in the game? And I'm like, that's why I need you guys, you know? So I give them the space and freedom and actually need them. They teach me things in the game and I allow them to. So I never make them feel like, oh, I know everything. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know everything in these video games. Like, I don't. And I always tell them, like, look, I can create the space for you guys and then you guys teach me how to play. Pretty much. Again, because I didn't grow up as a gamer. But the whole part of building confidence with the games is that I don't have to be a gamer. I don't have to know how to play and do all the stuff. Now, I do know how to play Dress to Impress. Like, I do understand the basic concepts. But when they start layering or if they want to teach me something new, I let them. Okay, they're always telling me like, oh, Coach Yana, did you know this code item? Did you hear this? Did you hear that? And to be honest with you, sometimes I already know what they're trying to teach me, and I'll just act like I don't. Because I have clubs, Dress to Impress clubs, on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays at different times. And so typically by Thursday, I have a 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday club. Typically by Thursday, I already know where all the code items are. I already know where all the hidden gems are, where all the things, I already know them. But sometimes I still act like I don't, just because I want them to get used to articulating their ideas and teaching. And teaching is the third one. So I allow my young people and my students to teach me things, okay? So whether that be something that they learned in school and they're just like, oh my gosh, Coach Yana, did you know that, water and H2O are the same thing? Yes, I know that, but I don't always tell them that I already know it. Sometimes I'll just let them share, because when they are teaching me, I'm more on their level, and it opens up their ability to articulate their ideas, which is really important. And when you are teaching someone, you're also learning it yourself, because you can't really teach without applying. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're teaching, they're also learning. Sorry, I have to check something. So that's why with the third one, where I allow them to lead, I allow them to lead and teach me things. So 2 and 3 are kind of the same, but number 2, allowing them to teach me things, number 2, where I learn from them, is when they're like saying, hey, have you ever thought about putting this outfit with this versus this and that? It's kind of interchangeable, but letting them lead goes beyond the outfit piece. It goes into, okay, such and such, or like, let's say Sarah, because I don't have any students named Sarah, so this is a safe name. Let's say, Sarah, what theme do you want to do for Dress to Impress? Because it's a dress up game. Then I'll ask all the students, especially if I have a shy group, what theme do you want to do? What method of playing Dress to Impress do you want to play with? Do you want to do free play mode? I let them vote. I let them decide. On my Tuesday club at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, they created this game within Dress to Impress. I hate this game, but it's funny. It's called the baby game, and it's just basically things go crazy, things go haywire in the baby game. But I let them play. I play along with them, and it's basically because when I let them lead in the safe space of having Dress to Impress Club, it naturally helps them lead in other spaces. Because when you get to practice something safely with people that care about you, that love you, like all my students are friends outside of class now. And it's funny because it's virtual. Our clubs are virtual. And so these children are all across the world. So not only is it a safe space like when we're playing together in our club, but now it's safer with Roblox because now they're friends with each other. So instead of being friends with random people and playing with random strangers, they can actually play with other students that they already know because they were in the same club together. So it like goes beyond the club spaces. But again, letting them take the lead, listening to them, it gives every single student a chance to be a leader in their own way. Sometimes they will give us all tutorials about, oh, I want to show you guys how to do this hair combo. I want to show you guys how to do this or that or that or this. So it's like finding organic ways that these young people can lead the group and can be leaders in general, which are safe. But it's still, again, I believe that leadership is a skill, confidence is a skill, and it can be practiced. And part of practicing is having safe ways to lead your peers, to lead your teachers, to lead your parents, and what have you. So that is a big, big way. All right, I'm looking down so I can see my notes. That ties into the fourth one, which is club is a safe space, okay? Because here's the thing. I don't take any more than 7 students, and typically only 6. I only have the 7th space open in case one of my students goes on a trip and then they're paused and then their spot gets filled, then I open it up so that we have 7, so that the student that was previously enrolled can come back. But it's getting harder because now like 3 of my clubs have wait lists, so I don't know what's going to happen there. But the whole thing is, it's a safe space, because not only are we playing virtual so they get to be in their home, we're playing. So the way that it works is we're on Zoom playing and we're talking to each other playing the game. So you can hear your friends, you can talk to them, and it's safe because there's not a lot of people. That's the first thing. And that's the important thing. It's a small space so everyone gets individual attention, and it's monitored and supervised. So I have it where all of my classes are recorded and automatically uploaded so that parents and families can watch, because I believe in full transparency. So parents and families literally can watch every single class that their child has attended, because again, I believe in full transparency, especially when it comes to dealing with minors. And then outside of that, when we're playing in Roblox, I have private servers for every game that I play with my students. So it's just them and I. And on occasion, we'll do a quest. But since there's 6 of us, you can only have up to 7 people in a server at a time anyway for Dress to Impress. So if someone gets in the server, we'll just vote them out, and then it'll just be us again. So it's a very safe way of playing, so that parents know that the children are safe, but then the children get to just be safe too, because children are smart and they know that there are, creepy people out there, so they get to just be themselves. And again, since they are private servers, that means that for Dress to Impress, for example, I'm actually paying Roblox every month so that I can have basically like a private room for myself and my students. And I only friend my students on Roblox on that specific account. Well, that's the only account that I really use anyway. But I only friend my students, so that way it's only my students joining the game, right? So that's a huge, huge thing, and it makes the children feel safer, because like sometimes other students will like forget you're not supposed to join club. You're not supposed to join me unless we are having club together. And so on occasion, we'll have like a random student join, and the kids, the kids will be like, they'll be like, who is this person? Who is this person? And I'll just tell them like, hey, that's another student. Remember, I only friend students on here. They must have forgot you're not supposed to join when it's not your club time. So that gives the students like time to just, relax and know that they're safe. And when you feel safe, you're able to be yourself. That's how I got my student that's severely autistic to start speaking. I have another student who also has a different type of neuro challenge. So I have neurotypical students and neurodivergent students, and it's a safe space where they just get to be kids. That's a big, big thing. I have students that are quote unquote considered too shy, quote unquote considered too loud, too this, too that, and they have a space where they just get to be kids, not associated with whatever label someone may try to put on them. They just get to be a child, and I think that's a huge, huge, huge benefit to the club. And then the last thing, number 5, is again meeting them where they are. Okay, this is huge, because once again, like I already mentioned, since there's so much in this world that's like trying to get and force young people to be a certain way, and I'm not doing any of that. I'm like, hey, look, you guys like to play this video game? Okay, let's build confidence in the game. And for the kids, it feels like it's just a gaming club. A lot of parents will say, oh, my kid doesn't want to join because they already have confidence. And I just think to myself, like, why are you telling your kid it's a confidence club? Just tell them it's a gaming club. That's the whole point of it being structured as a gaming club. Because sometimes, if children anticipate that they're going to be learning something, their minds kind of shut off, and they're like, oh, I already have to go to school. Like, I don't want to do this too, you know? But if they view it as it's supposed to be viewed for them as just a club where they're playing Dress to Impress, they won't fully realize that, oh, wait a minute, I'm learning too. I'm growing too. I'm developing too. So meeting them where they are means that literally they're already playing the game anyway. And I'm structuring it as this is a gaming club. This is a place where you get to play video games with your friends, meet new friends, you know? And so that is an easier pill to swallow for children versus, oh, this is a confidence coaching club. We're going to develop confidence. Because it's kind of like, to a kid, that sounds lame. So I'm meeting them where they are. And sometimes, like with the parents, it's like, that's not how you sell the program to your kid, you know? Just let them try it. And typically they'll enjoy it. And I have children from all over the world. Like, I have students in South Korea, I have students in Australia. Those are the main countries outside of the US that I've seen thus far. I had a student in Taiwan, but he was only there for like a one-day excursion kind of thing, because sometimes I would do like one-day lessons. But anyway, the whole point of it is, just so I can sum it all up, I use games, specifically Dress to Impress, and other games. Like, I have Hypershot, I have Animal Hospital and Roblox, and then I also have a Minecraft gaming club. But Dress to Impress is the most popular by far. Number one is it helps to build connection. As a quick recap, the children are already playing the game, and so when I meet them, kind of goes back, when I meet them where they are, the game allows me to build trust, because when I am building trust with them quickly, they will listen to me more, and what I say matters to them more than if I'm just some random person that's like saying, oh, you should just trust me. It's like I'm building trust with them through the video game. The second thing is I can learn from them, okay? It gives them the opportunity to feel like, oh, well, I'm the teacher. Coach Yana needs my help, you know? And so I have a student that's super hyperactive, quote unquote, and I just gave her a job to do. She does the IT in my clubs. Perfect. She sets the server up. Anytime we need something, she usually knows it. She goes above and beyond on the weekends, so that way on Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, she can tell us where everything is. And that's how I usually know by Thursday, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard. So I have clubs like all different times of the day. But I learn from them, and it helps them with their articulation skills. It helps them understand their ideas. And again, it just builds confidence because they're teaching me something. And that's huge when you can teach your teacher something, right? Number three, I let them lead, okay? I don't act like I know everything, because I don't. And even when they laugh and say, Coach Yana, how don't you know how to do X, Y, and Z? And I just laugh with them and be like, look, I can make the club safe, but that's why I need you guys, because you guys know how to do the big stuff, okay? Number three. Oh, I think I might have said I let them lead, but I don't remember. But just in case, I let them lead. That means that I allow them to pick what type of game mode we're going to play in Dress to Impress. I allow them to decide what themes we're going to do. They vote on things. They get to be the judges as well. So we like have different roles. They get to decide, okay, am I going to have to guess whose outfit is whose this time? Or like, what are we going to do? I allow them to make suggestions. Even the Animal Hospital Club, one of my Dress to Impress girls requested and suggested it, and then I actually did it. I have another like little series, I do them here and there, where when one of my girls requested, again, like I did Animal Hospital, I lost my train of thought. I did Animal Hospital because one of my students recommended and suggested and requested Animal Hospital Club, and then I created it. And then another student suggested that I create programs and videos for homeschool students so that they can do activities at their house, and then perhaps they'll find my clubs from there. And I listened to my student who suggested that. So not only do I listen to their ideas and let them lead, but I actually use what they say. Another one, you'll see my current image for my Dress to Impress gaming clubs. The current image, my student actually created the lady in the yellow dress and asked if, she was like, well, if you want to, you can use this for our school page, you know, for our classroom yeah, what am I trying to say? You can use this for the club image. And I was like, of course, of course. So I changed it to the club image. I just told her, make sure you hide your username because we don't want people finding you later. And she did that. So they see that, okay, not only can they lead me in the game, but if they give me suggestions and it makes sense, I will apply their suggestions and I will let their parents know how great they are or what suggestion they recommended and that I did it. Because I've learned that I don't only want to tell the parents when their children are doing bad things. I want to make sure that I'm complimenting the children on a regular basis. So like typically once a quarter, I'll send out messages to all the parents with something specific to their child that I observed that I thought was really amazing. And I do my best to do it at least quarterly, at least, so that the parents know that their children are wonderful people, because they are. Number 4, it's a safe space. Anybody, like literally anybody, anywhere, if they feel seen, safe, and heard, will naturally open up. So my whole thing is I'm not looking to make the children be anything that they're not. I just want them to become more of who they are organically, naturally, and creating that safe space where even children that are neurodivergent, children that are neurotypical, all feel like they can come together, have a safe space, and then their personalities naturally expand from there. And then finally, number 5 is meeting them where they are. Because again, since I'm not trying to make them be anything in particular, they just get to play the game that they already love playing. They get to see me more as a peer. They can trust me more. They laugh with me. They joke at me. You know, they joke at each other. We go back and forth. We do the things that peer groups do, because that's why I like to call myself coach rather than a teacher, because I don't want to be like a dictator, authoritative figure in their life. I want to be a big sister who I can give them those advices. I can give them advice that keeps them safe, do the things, and it doesn't feel like, oh, like Miss Ayana, what? It's more like, oh, Coach Yana, did you say that? Like, that's the kind of vibe that I'm putting out there. So meeting them where they are, also like learning their language, learning their lingo. When they say things like, oh girl, you ate with that, I'm like, yeah, and did. You know, I know the slanguage, I know the slang terms and the lingo, so that I can really meet them where they are. And then again, it all circles back to building trust. So those are 5 ways that I use Dress to Impress to help children develop confidence. Now, if you're interested, you can enroll. Click the link below, or just click the link below in the description or in the comments, and then you can enroll your children today. Spaces are limited. As I mentioned, I take a max of 7 students, but the limit is put at 6, just in case a child goes on vacation and might lose their spot. I can open it up to 7, but no more than 7. 6 is pushing it too, depending on how chatty the children are. And the longer they're with me, the more they talk. I'm just going to be honest. They talk so much, but I love it. But anyway, spaces are limited, so sign up while you still can. And as spaces fill up, I do open up new time slots. So if you're like, oh my gosh, Coach Yana, my child, I really want her or him, because I have boys in my club too. If you really want them in, but there's not enough space, I do routinely add additional class times when it makes sense for my schedule and when it makes sense for yours. So if you just send me a message on OutSchool, and ask for the time to be added, then if it makes sense for me and I can, then I will. But typically, as I see like spaces are getting filled up, then I will just automatically upload a new class. All right. And this is $20 a week. So it's less than, now it's less than 1 meal. Even at like McDonald's or something. I don't go to McDonald's anymore, especially since the guy was like the product. But like literally for less than a sandwich, you can make sure that your child is getting social awareness, social emotional intelligence, confidence, social skills, all the things for less than the price of a sandwich per week. See you next time. Once again, my name is Coach Yana, and as always, I approve this message. Thanks for getting ready with me.